Okay.
How are we doing this evening?
Doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm blessed, thank you. Appreciate it. Is it our first time here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cocktails are on the back. If you want a minute to look over them, do you want a few suggestions on the cocktails?
Yeah. What do you recommend?
Well, I don't drink, so I'm going off other people's opinion. But the most popular, what we sell, I would say the Bush Affair, the Crimson Club, and the Poor Richard. So you have a whiskey, a vodka, and a gin base. So it kind of covers all bases for you. Other ones, I'd say the favourite thing I sell quite a bit of. Wines.
Like if I like sweet wines, like what would you recommend for that?
So white or red?
A white.
A white wine. Okay. To be honest, for a white wine, I would ask someone. To be honest, because I don't really know white wine that well, but I would ask someone like what their kind of preference is.
Okay, so that's going to be the first homework you have. Here's the nice thing is, are you going to go over that?
Yeah, so one thing about the menu is that it's arranged from sweetest to driest. So if someone ever asks you, you can just kind of sneakily glance at their menu if you don't have it completely memorized. It would be best for you to have it completely memorized, but to save face, you can always know the top wine is going to be the lightest bodied, sweetest on both categories. So the sweetest white that we have is the Pearl Graf Riesling, or the Vietti Moscato. So I would ask, if someone says they want a sweet wine, I would ask them if they prefer a sparkling or still wine. If they say, oh yeah, sparkling sounds good, I would recommend the Vietti Moscato. Otherwise, I would recommend the Riesling. It's also a good idea if someone asks specifically for a wine recommendation. I always like to ask, well, do you know what you're planning? Do you know what you're planning on eating for dinner? Because then you can pair. So, like if I tell you I'm planning on ordering the A5 Wagyu ribeye, you would probably want to steer me towards the Camus or like a full-bodied red. But if I tell you I'm planning on ordering the sea bass, you might want to steer me. But she specifically said a sweet white. So Carl Graf Riesling.
Or the Moscato.
Or the Moscato. So these are all arranged sweetest to driest, sweetest to driest.
And there's descriptions for all the cocktails, everything. Like these 3 words right here will also help you, just if you read through them and learn those really well, it's a really nice way to learn how to, we have a really great Pinot Noir. It's light bodied, it's nice and delicate. I mean, it pretty much gives you a script right here. So just kind of learning and memorizing those as much as you can.
Okay, but beyond that, I'm going to order the Poor Richard. Another thing too, you want to bring water with you when you come to greet, but you also want to ask if they would prefer sparkling or still water. Sparkling, we have the Saratoga, or we have just our house sparkling water. But you want to try and push the Saratoga if you can, because it's going to add some money onto it. But yeah.
Well, I would normally get water. I didn't know if you want to actually.
No, yeah. I was just saying that as an aside. So let's say we ordered our drinks. We've sat here for a minute, and you brought the drinks back. When you drop the drinks off, what would be the next thing that you would touch?
I would say, you want to enjoy your cocktails for a while we look over the appetizers. We're going to point any out for you. Or?
Yeah, what would you recommend?
Me, I'm a huge bacon guy, so personally I'd go for the Winnipeg Fly.
So what is so good about the Winnipeg Fly? What's different about it?
So it comes in three rashes of bacon. One's maple, one's peppercorn, one's a jalapeno flavour.
Nice.
And it comes on the side with pickled cucumber and pickled shallots. That's my personal favourite. Well, the popular one, what we sell is the croquettes de arroz. Basically a risotto cheese curd almost, lightly fried on like a mesco pepper.
Nice.
Yeah, they're my 2 go-tos for the appetizers, I'd say.
What if I feel like something like a chilled seafood type of thing, what would you recommend?
Chilled seafood. We have the oysters on half, shrimp cocktail, lots of tartare. Or if you wanted to try all 3, we do have the banquet in the tower where you can try all 3 at once.
If it's just for 2 of us, which would you think is?
I'd do the banquet because it's half of It's a banquet's 6 of each, and then the tower will be double.
Okay.
So for 2 in the banquet will be
Nice.
festival.
Okay. That's good, yeah.
Awesome. What about soup and salad? Like, I'm thinking I might want to do one of those. If I feel like something hearty, what would you recommend?
Hearty.
Like filling, hearty.
I would say the wedge for hearty. Personally, me, I like I'm more of a Caesar guy, so I go for the Caesar. For more like fresh, I would go for the panzanella.
Nice.
Right now, I think we have the peach and the plums, like a bread salad.
Yes.
French onion soup really popular as well. We do not have the crab chowder. Right
Okay.
now, unfortunately, but,
What is burrata, by the way?
it looks like mozzarella. It's cheese.
So it is a mozzarella.
Oh, okay.
It's a mozzarella with a creamy center. So
Mozzarella.
it's a mozzarella with a creamy center. It has a liquid creamy center on the inside. Just so you have that for later.
What does Creekstone mean?
So it's basically where we get our beef from. There's most of them is from Creekstone in Kentucky, I believe. And then one of them is from S. What's the one beginning with S?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. No, you don't know.
It's actually all of our steaks are Creekstone except for the A5 Wagyu. Is that what you're asking?
No, I thought all of them was from Creekstone, and one of them was somewhere beginning with S, and then the Wagyu is from Japan, the Miyazaki farm. But I got told only one of these steaks on here was from somewhere else other than Creekstone.
Huh. I don't
Who
know.
told you that?
Jordan on that one of them.
I'd have to check on that. I don't know. I
It
thought they
shouldn't
were
be at all. They're all
Creekstone.
Creekstone.
Yeah.
I'll ask them
I got told
why.
all but one. Then they're from Miyazaki from Japan.
These are, well, they aren't, this, I'm telling you, these are all Creekstone.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to ask them why they said that and find out. But yes, these are, if it's under here, this is definitely Creekstone. These are
I
definitely.
think that was a great answer.
Yes.
It's the farm. It's a local farm in Kentucky that produces the highest quality beef in the country. Prestigious. You could say words like that. It's a prestigious farm in Kentucky that produces the highest quality beef available in this country. And then I would also go on to mention Miyazaki farms in Japan. We also have beef available from them in our A5 section. We always want to draw people's eye to this A5 section because this sets us apart from most steakhouses. Most places don't have this available, you know. So this kind of makes us special.
What are the dry aged options that you guys have?
We have the boneless ribeye and the bone-in New York strip.
Nice.
And we also have the tomahawk that is 21 dry aged as well.
Perfect.
What does that mean? Dry aged.
Dry aged. Basically, it's left in like a unit, and it's basically pretty much self-explanatory. It's aged, left to dry age, and then you cut off that top layer until it's left pink, a bit hard on the outside. And I think it makes it more tender, more fibrous, more breaks down the fibers a little bit more.
Definitely, yeah. The other thing that it does is it concentrates the beef flavor. So it'll take it just concentrates that flavor.
What about, like, what kind of add-on would you recommend for if I ordered the boneless ribeye?
Most popular one is the Bernays or the Bolognese or the Oscar.
What is Oscar?
I believe it's the crab sauce.
It's a jumbo lump crab.
Yeah, and that's the Oscar and the blue cheese is the only sauce that come on the steak. The rest will come on the side. So,
Okay. Well, in the Oscar, if they ever order Oscar with the A5, they'll always put that on the side. But anything else, they'll put it on there.
Okay.
And then Oscar, what kind of sauce is with that one?
What kind of what? Sorry.
Sauce.
What do you mean?
So it comes with jumbo lump crab, and then Bernays is with that on top of it.
Oh, okay.
And some people will ask because Oscar usually comes with asparagus. We don't do it with the asparagus here. If anybody asks about that, so.
Do you know what a Bernays sauce is?
Yes. Yeah, so the Bernaise sauce. Bernaise, no.
I think the easiest way to explain Bernaise to people where they will understand is to just say it's very similar to Hollandaise. It's a egg yolk lemon. It's a sauce, but I think Bernaise has white wine, and Hollandaise does not. So very similar flavor to Hollandaise sauce. It's going to be like a creamy, savory sort of citrus.
It has tarragon. That's the difference. So the only difference actually is tarragon. But everybody should know what Hollandaise is, hopefully. So if you say that, they should know if they ask you.
Yeah,
you know.
I would just say it's very similar to Hollandaise.
Let's see what else. What makes A5 Wagyu? So why is it so expensive?
So the farm it comes from in Japan, the Miyazaki farm, it's won the 4 out of 5 best in the world for the last 5 years. The cows are treated like royalty there. I heard they actually do have masseuses on site where they get massaged maybe 3 times a day, so it makes it extra tender. It gets flown in from Japan and gets packaged in New York.
Nice. So what does the massaging do? Like, what does that help with?
It keeps the meat tender.
Okay.
So basically the cow feels no stress at all, so the muscles don't tighten up and the fibers are just loose all the time. So when it's cooked, it's
the biggest characteristic of Wagyu that I would say is high marbling. Those are the 2 words that you should think about. Fat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, intramuscular fat. So,
but I would say high marbling over fat.
Yeah. High marbling is the words you want to use. So essentially, Wagyu is a breed of cattle that is specific to Japan and specific to a certain area of Japan. Miyazaki Farms is the highest rated farm in Japan that produces Wagyu beef. An A5 is the highest rating that's possible for Wagyu beef. So just like in America, we have choice, select, or we have choice, select, prime. In Japan, they have A1 through 5. So A5 is the highest possible rating for beef. Miyazaki is the best farm in Japan for getting Wagyu beef, and Wagyu beef is generally accepted as the best breed of cattle for steak. What gives it that is its marbling, so intramuscular fat that runs through the meat rather than being around the outside. What that fat is going to do, and the other thing about Wagyu fat is that it renders at a lower temperature. So a cut of Wagyu beef versus an American cattle breed is going to be much juicier, much more tender, and cut like butter. That's the thing you'll hear about A5 a lot, is that it's like butter. So I think, those are good little talking points.
Never take a steak knife out for the A5. You don't need a steak knife. You just use your fork.
It's incredibly tender, yeah.
Sorry, I know we're throwing a lot of information at you, but we did like 50 hours of classroom training, so
you were boiling down.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Is the lobster tartare is that raw?
I don't know that, so I would ask someone.
Huh?
I would say no, but I would ask someone on that.
It is not.
Yeah.
That's correct. So people might ask that if they know tartare. Typically that's a raw or a acid cooked dish, and this is not. It's actually cooked lobster. So caviar service. Has anybody explained that with you yet?
As far as it comes in like a pancake, a hard-boiled egg.
So it's basically it has blainies that are like little buckwheat pancakes that are meant for caviar, like it's a typical pairing. There is a way that you're supposed to eat caviar, you're not supposed to be using forks, so when you set that down, you should be mentioning to them that they should, people will do a caviar bump, you know that, right? Put it on there. But we have these oyster pearl spoons that go out. which that's another thing I want to mention. Don't ever throw that away. It looks almost like it's a disposable spoon or easy to accidentally toss. So just, those are very expensive. Make sure you set those aside and ask where to put them whenever you take that dish back after they finish. But when you come out, you'll want to explain every element. Tell them, the best way to taste caviar is, I wish I could order caviar so you could go out with Jordan. I'll have Jordan walk through it exactly how he does it. He's done a lot of caviar service, so obviously we can't show it to you because it's expensive, but he can walk you through exactly what he says. And that's something like your first caviar service, your first A5, I would definitely make somebody aware, and let's have like Jordan or Matt go out with you to introduce, or Ryan, just to make sure that you understand the presentation.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does the Nando burger, can I get that as a medium rare burger?
I believe it comes medium.
Okay.
So the Nando burger is a double smash burger patty. So it's a smash burger, so it's going to be well done. But I would also let people know that it's a thin smash burger. So yes, it is well done, but it's still definitely very tender. Especially with the bacon jam and the cheese on it. It's a delicious burger. The smash burger, the reason why we do it that way is more for texture purposes, but you don't have to necessarily go into all of that. Just know that there is no temperature. It's going to be well done. Thin, but it's a double patty smash burger. So people will know. If you say smash burger, people will know what you're talking about, But yeah, there's no temperature available for that.
It is incredible.
It's very good. What are haricot verts? What are haricot verts?
Basically, French for green beans.
Oh, okay.
Basically, with butter and whatnot.
Okay. What's broccolini? How does that compare to broccoli?
So it's basically this broccoli with the longer stem. In England, we call it tender stem broccoli. So it's basically a longer stem and less of the head. About this long, and it's just basically a longer stem and less of the flower on the top.
Okay.
It's kind of supposed to be a cross between a asparagus and broccoli. Broccolini.
I have a story about that. Okay. So let's say I ordered a steak. She ordered a steak too. We're finishing up. You're coming to check on us. What would you say towards the end? We're on our last couple bites. What would you say?
So do you want to go ahead and fire the next course, or do you want a few minutes to rest and relax, or is it your pace? Just let me know when you want me to fire the next course.
I think that's good, but if I haven't ordered a next course, so
you haven't ordered it.
If you're going to say maybe suggest desserts is what I would say.
If you're on appetizer, you're talking about?
No, let's say I ordered a steak. We're both eating steaks. We're on to our last bites.
Oh, of the steak. Oh, okay, I thought you meant like the appetizer. Okay, my bad. Yes, I would ask if you want an dessert.
Okay.
So can you say it how you would do that at the table?
So we're finishing up our entrees, right?
Yes.
Okay, so are we enjoying our entrees, guys? Okay.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
While we're finishing up, we thought about any desserts. You want to hear about the desserts? We're not on your menu right now, but you want to hear about some desserts?
Yeah, what do you have?
Right now we have the lemon tart with a blueberry compote with some blueberries. We have the bourbon butter cake. We have the Dubai tres leches cake right now, and we also have the
Creme brulee.
The creme brulee with the cherries.
Brandy cherries.
Brandy cherries. What does that mean, Dubai tres leches? What does that mean?
Like the Dubai part or the whole thing?
The whole thing. How would you describe the dish?
Tres leches cake. What tres leches translates to free milk. Basically translates to, but I would say it's a layered cake. surrounded by Dubai chocolate.
What is Dubai chocolate?
I don't know what Dubai chocolate is.
So, Dubai chocolate is a pistachio chocolate bar. So it's a pistachio cream with kefir. So it is basically fried phyllo dough mixed with pistachio cream and dark chocolate. So I would explain it as layered cake is perfect. It is a layered cake. So on the bottom you have your cake that is infused with what's the word? Condensed milk or sweetened condensed milk. On top is a pistachio cream with a dark chocolate, a layer of dark chocolate on top. So that's how I would.
Coated pistachio.
Yeah, pistachio.
All right, I think the last thing I really want to see, unless you have more questions on the menu, can you open up just one of the bottles of wine that we sell by the glass? Will you do like a wine presentation for us? Like we ordered a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
But just open up the any of the which one? Can you do?
Which one's the most empty? The San Simeon, maybe that one. Yeah, open up one behind it. Like a fresh one.
Like you're gonna act like you're acting like we bought a bottle of wine. So you're gonna open it and present it like we ordered a bottle. Having him describe it. Other than that, what do you think?
I think he probably has some stuff in his mind that he knows he needs to work on. So keep those things in mind. Ask for some pointers of what you advise tonight. When you come back next week, before we break in for, I'll just do a quick run through. Okay. So this is always going to take practice. Anytime that you have the ability, like ask the bar to let you kind of practice on opening bottles, I would. So you always want to open on this lid. When you open here, some drops are going to come out and fall down the side when you go to pour, because it's gonna catch on this lip right here and then fall down the side of the bottle. So you always want to cut here. It's fine for now. Most guests won't notice that. Eventually, when you get to the point where you're a professional and where you're like really, really good at it, you'll be able to open it without turning the label away from the person who ordered. You always want to, whoever ordered, you always want to have the label facing towards them, even while you cut. So you want to do one cut around like that, and then one cut around the back like that, without turning the label away from them. And then same thing as you're opening it. You want to keep it angled like this with the label facing them. It's easiest, I hold like that with my fingers underneath here, and then just use my wrist to do that. But most guests won't notice that, but sometimes they will, you know. But it's always good for presentation. And then the other thing too is you always want to, as you present the bottle, you would say, this is the Canis Suisson Grand Tarif, Petit Syrah. This is from yeah, this is from the Suisun Valley in Napa, California, Northern California, blah, 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 blah. One thing I always do, I don't expect you to have everything about wine memorized, but you can, if someone orders, if I say, I want the Grand de Reef, the Camus Grand de Reef, you go grab the bottle, and then while you're walking to the table, you look and you say, okay, Camus Suisun 2021, Suisun Valley, Grand de Reef. That tells you everything you need to know. Then when you get to the table, you say, this is the Camus Suisun 2021 Grand de Reef, as you're opening, you know what I mean? It just makes it sound like, you know what I mean?
Yes. So I think, why don't you, while you're working tonight with him, just take the foil off. Like, practice taking off the foil. You can take as many foils off as you want for any of their by the glass. And then, Bryce, why are you looking like that? Bryce will show you how to do it and make it easy, but really, behind the bar is hard because it's a different experience. But one thing to keep in mind is you won't want to ever set the bottle on the table when you're opening wine.
When I'm putting it.
Huh?
When I'm putting it.
Yeah.
When you're
cutting it, yeah. You want to keep and that's something. It is going to take practice to get right. It's not as easy as it looks. Definitely, I get it. But you like she said, the more if you want, you can go through every single one of these bottles and practice on getting them off. Yeah.
So I would just get with him. Like, I think we'll plan on having you on the floor. And just when you come back for your next shift, what is it, Tuesday or something?
Wednesday.
Study these wines. Take one of the a dirty-ish menu home, if you don't mind. Study these wines, the descriptions, get to know them a little bit more, talk to them. I think if you get that, kind of helping like run through how to open up wine at the table a little bit with Bryce.
Yeah.
And then what was the other thing we mentioned? Coming up with a really good way to describe the A5, using like a few of the things that we said. And what was the other thing?
I don't know. I mean, I think you probably have some ideas of things.
The Dubai chocolate. Look up Dubai chocolate, understand what that is, and take a look at it. Like, try to see one that comes out so you can kind of understand it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think you probably got some ideas of things that you might need to touch on a little bit. I think overall, you did a really good job. Mm-hmm. There's just those little things, and also we probably asked